So you're selling your home, it's 2021 and the market is going nuts. How do you get the most in this kind of market?
We are going to go over the most important tips for you to get top dollar, so you don't want to miss this.
Believe me when I tell you these things will make a huge difference in what your bottom line is when you sell your home. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins.
And I'm Veronica Ellis.
And welcome to Living in Las Vegas, where we go over everything you need to know if you're planning on selling or buying a home here in Las Vegas. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yes, text or call us day or night. We just love the opportunity to talk with you, meet with you, and potentially help you buy or sell a new home.
Heck yeah, I would love to apply for the job.
Okay, so you are trying to sell your home. What do you have to do to get top dollar? First is you need to put a little more effort before selling.
Look, your home is a product that we're putting out on the shelf of the marketplace. The more effort you put into that product, clean it up, fix a few little things that you've been living with for months. Any little thing that we can do to look nicer is going to add more dollars. Yes.
Yes, and there's such little things you can do that don't cost that much money.
No.
Like for instance, if you have one room that has a red wall,
you might want to
paint that.
Paint that.
Just paint it, because the average person's not going to want a red wall.
Speaking of paint, what are some of the hottest colors in paint right now?
Gray, taupes, just off-whites, even
like
really
beige,
clean
gray beige
white.
is really great.
Anything that will just go with everything.
Yeah, if you're going to paint something, I would say don't paint it all stark white. I would say paint it maybe a slight gray or taupe gray. Have that contrast between the white
neutrals.
Trim. Yes, neutrals. Those really make people excited. What's funny is that when somebody's buying a house, it is so emotional. They just walk in and go, I love this house.
First impressions are so important.
Yes. And curb appeal too is something important. So even before when they get into the house, you know, adding some flowers, just making sure, yes, your trees aren't just like...
Get rid of the cobwebs that are up in the little corners of the patio. Oh.
Yeah, just little things will make a difference. And most of the time, it doesn't cost very much money. What are some areas that you could add some money to your home that would make a difference? Well, painting's one of them. It doesn't cost a lot.
Landscaping.
Some landscaping. Maybe you could think about putting a backsplash on your kitchen. Doesn't cost very much money.
Good point. The hardware on an
should all match the whole house.
Yes. If you have any of that 90s brassy metal,
get rid of it, guys.
I would replace that.
Yeah.
You can get a lot more bang for your buck.
Yes. It doesn't take very much money to make a bigger impact on your house. The next one's selecting the right agent, which of course is us. So all you have to do is just call us. That one's check, done. You're in the process of looking at agents. Maybe you're in a different state. You really need to make sure you look at their process.
Knowing that they understand the selling process, that they're efficient in it, these are really important things.
If I'm looking at a real estate agent, I'd want to look at how well they negotiated properties when the market wasn't really hot.
When it wasn't easy.
Yeah, when it wasn't easy. Are they getting over list price? Where do they price the homes? And what do they do those kind of things that are going to create massive offers? And yes, I got massive offers and way over list price in 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. But you really see the difference between agents when a market's hot like this. There's still so much they're missing out on. There are very few agents that sell enough homes to become great at this. The average agent sells 6 homes a year, and most of those are buyers. That person's not going to have sold enough homes to get the skill set necessary to get you top dollars. When you're selling your home, it's far more a business transaction. You're not going to use Aunt Betty to sell your home, because you really want to have somebody who you can fire if they're not doing their right job. If they're not doing their job, they need to be replaced. In fact, on all our contracts, we have it's a one-day listing. You can cancel at any time without any cost or obligation.
That's how confident we are.
Boom.
Hey.
Because we crush it. Because if you know you're going to do a great job,
why do you need to tie them
you
into
don't need to have a contract locked
agreement?
And it benefits them. It doesn't benefit you. So do not have a long-term contract.
Don't sign it.
Yes, talk to us first. If you're out of state, believe me, talk to us. We will help you. We have a network of agents throughout the country.
Many agents in other states that are on our level.
And they understand these steps that I'm going to talk about. The negotiating side, there's very few agents that know how to do this.
I want to hear your guys' feedback as well. If any of these things things are ringing true to you, or you have questions, or maybe you're experiencing this right now, then please comment below, call or text us.
Don't spend money on your home until you talk to us, honestly. Some things really do benefit and some things don't.
Third thing on our list is negotiations. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
This guy is a slayer.
That's right. Let's first talk about how you get multiple offers in this market, okay? If you price your home too high, you're not going to get any offers, and you're going to be sitting there. If you price it too low, you're going to have problems there. So pricing also is a really important aspect of the negotiations, even before we get to there. We need to be in a position where we have multiple offers. If you price it right, you will. If you don't, you're going to price it wrong. That's another thing that's important about the agent you select.
Your agent comes in and puts it, like he's saying, a little too high, and we've seen some houses that sit on the market.
Yeah, even in this market, there's still homes that expire. That means they failed to sell. And there's no excuse for that, because the longer you're on the market, the more people start going, what's wrong with this house? So you're at 60 days, and the average days to sell in our market, 6 days. People start questioning what happened. The other thing is really important in the negotiation process is being transparent. 99% of agents miss this. Okay, they're very few.
So true.
When you're transparent, you let everybody know what the highest offer is. Everyone's going to be shooting to jump and beat that. Until nobody is willing to accept more money for this home, why are you closing this up early? Be transparent. Let people know. The only way for us to let others know is if you give us in writing the permission to do this. That step people don't realize, so agents never share that with other clients. Yes, but you as the seller have the power and control over what we do. What happens is people don't know what to do. So they go into it with a blind bid. That's how most agents work. They say, hey, please submit your final and best. Well, I typically see final and best coming in between $5,000 and $10,000 over what they were originally thinking.
Right.
That's pretty much the cap. But when you're transparent, you say, okay, our highest offer is, let's say it's $20,000 over list price. I go back to every other person who's put in the property and say, hey, listen, we have an offer for $20,000 over our list price. What do you want to do about it? Then they're going to come back and they're going to give me another offer for maybe $5,000, $10,000 more. I go in to shop that around to every one of them. I have somebody who's willing to pay $25,000, $30,000 over list price. Are you able to? And then I get a price that are way over because I'm letting everyone know exactly what we need to do. And when I get a price, say we're $50,000, $60,000 over a list price, and nobody else wants to touch it, then I know I've done exactly what I should do, is get the absolute most money for your home. Now, the other part is to protect all that money. Because what if it doesn't appraise? Okay, well, it won't appraise if you're $60,000.
What a good point you bring up. This is such a simple strategy that I don't understand why other agents aren't doing
And
it.
they don't.
We simply show up.
Yeah.
We go and we meet the appraiser and we chat with them. It's just simple human interaction.
Absolutely.
You're going to create a relationship with this person, even if it's for the 10, 15 minutes it takes them to go through, talking to them about, like, how long have you been doing this? Wow, you're so fast. You're doing this different than the last guy. And you know what? It usually works in our favor.
It makes a huge difference. Our goal is to get them to like us, and when they like us, they don't want to blow up our deal. So they're much more likely to give us, I've seen $20,000 or $30,000 over what they just, the last deal fell apart because it didn't appraise as much. We go in, we get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over what that last appraisal gave within a week or two time period.
If you've experienced any negativity or maybe disappointing appraisals or anything like that, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, post that below.
We've had some great experiences with our appraisers, and we would love to assist in any way we can.
Absolutely. Here's another pro tip. Don't be in such a hurry to sell your home. Meaning, take the time.
What?
Yes. I swear, most agents right now are saying, we got it sold in hours. Okay.
Yeah, like, why? Who cares? So what? How much did you get?
Exactly. If you're just quick to take one of the offers, it's not in your advantage. We slow down the process as long as we can until I find that person who's willing to spend the absolute most amount of money for your home and has the most capability. So in addition to negotiating the price, I'm also negotiating how much money are you going to pay above the appraisal. On one end, we're going to move that appraisal up, but I want to get as much money. Remember, I'm $60,000 over my list price. All right. How do I close that gap? Well, I might be able to get 25, 30 through the appraisal. The other side is I'm going to get cash guaranteed by the buyers. So once I get a price, let's say I'm over, I know it's not going to appraise for this. I'm going to go around to everybody and say, look, we have an offer that's well over the appraisal. It's going to come in. We know it's not going to come into that. How much are you going to pay above the appraisal? And I'll pay $10,000. I'll pay $15,000. I'll pay $20,000.
This is the market to do this in.
Yes.
This is a seller's market. If this was a buyer's market, you may not be able to be as transparent. Your job is to protect your seller. But right now, I mean, there's no reason not to do these things, but
Absolutely.
yet agents
It's not
are
being
missing
done.
this.
It's so satisfying for us to get our clients $20,000-$30,000 more.
We want to
for
be
the
your
property.
realtor for life, and this is how we're going to do it.
People are waiving the appraisal contingency, which sounds great. They're saying, okay, we're $60,000 over our list price. We're going to waive the contingency. Well, if they're waiving the contingency, I want to make sure that they have the money to cover the gap.
Yes,
Okay?
do you have cash?
Do they have cash? Show me proof of funds. We really want to get it closed at the highest amount of money possible, and that means we need to check their capabilities of closing at that amount. Cash buyers will generally pay less for your home than the ones who are financing it. Oftentimes we'll use the people who are financing to help us get the cash offers up higher. Cash, A, less problems of closing. B, they close faster, but they generally don't pay the most. So we want to make sure that if we're taking a cash offer, we're using the people who are going to buy it through a loan to push that cash offer up to the highest possible.
Leverage what you can.
But the right agent's going to get you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 more in your pocket if they understand the power of using leverage and transparency and are good negotiators.
It really is the art of selling and the psychology behind the sale.
Yeah.
And it's never been more important than the market that we're in now. So please choose wisely. And hopefully all of these tips have really helped you consider what it takes to sell your home to actually get that top dollar. And we would love, love, love to apply for the job or upgrade you or let us be interviewed by you.
Yeah. We would love to do that. We've sold hundreds of homes in the Las Vegas area, and we love that process. So give us a call, text us, call us, send us Morse code, anything you got to do to get a hold of us. We want to talk to you.
Absolutely. We look forward to it.
Okay. Catch you on the next video. See you next time.